I think that one of the more mysterious aspects of the Star Wars sequel trilogy has all to do with Rey's lineage in this film. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, we do know two things about J.J. Abrams and Rey, is that he will be changing certain elements of the character, as well as giving her a very important lineage in this movie. Now, if we look at The Last Jedi, we still didn't learn too much about Rey's past. We learned a little bit more about her parents and that they are quote-unquote nobody, and that they were just drunk traders who sold off for drinking money. Something around those lines, right? And a lot of people did not agree with that, and for those of you who did, that's perfectly fine and okay. But I feel like that there should be something more to Rey's parents, and it seems like there actually may be so in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with Rey, her mother, and quite possibly her father, Palpatine, and Supreme Leader Snoke. Specifically, a description of a younger Rey inside of a tent on a desert world, next to a woman that resembles Rey in a white dress. In front of them both is a man with a ponytail and Jedi-like robes, holding a device that's projecting a hologram. The hologram is of Emperor Palpatine. It's described that a message is audible of Palpatine's hologram revealing plans to this individual who also deeply resembles Rey. The next goes over the man inside of a vault of some kind, while still holding the Palpatine hologram. In his other hand, he holds a flashlight. The room is full of Sith artifacts and relics. The next goes over the man turning the Palpatine hologram off, and now speaking to a direct message to a hologram that appears to be a younger Supreme Leader Snoke without his injuries. It's possible that Rey's father is looking to sell these artifacts to the First Order during its infancy. So I wanted to really go over a couple of parts here that really do raise my interest about Rey's lineage, her past, and of course, her father. Now, if this is indeed her father in Episode 9, we've been hearing about this mysterious individual for a couple of months now, the man with the ponytail and Jedi-like robes. Now, mind you, it has been said by Kylo that they sold her off for drinking money. Could it be that they also sold her off in return of getting a reward from the First Order to stay alive or to be transported to another planet? We're not quite sure. However, I believe where this individual is holding the Emperor Palpatine hologram is a Palpatine hologram after the Emperor's death, basically revealing where the actual vault is on Jakku that leads him to the Sith Observatory, or should I say the Jakku Observatory that holds a lot of Jedi, Sith, relics and stuff like that. So with that being said, that's where I believe that the man is right now, where he goes into this room full of Sith artifacts and relics. This is most definitely the Jakku Observatory. If you guys have read some of the novels, the books out there like Aftermath, Empire's End, Palpatine had a huge interest in, of course, the planet Jakku, and the Jakku Observatory also has, these hyperspace ways to the unknown regions. Very interesting piece for the planet of Jakku for sure. Now, what's even all the more intriguing to me is why would this Rey's father figure actually be talking to Supreme Leader Snoke in the form of a hologram? Now, like I say, it sounds more and more like he is trying to sell these relics to the First Order during its infancy. And if I had to say one thing here, this is exactly how Rey's father could very well be linked to Emperor Palpatine and, of course, Supreme Leader Snoke, is that maybe he was making a deal between the two at one point in time with the past, between himself and Palpatine, and after Palpatine's death, it was between himself and Supreme Leader Snoke. It could very well be something in or around those lines. Now, the fact that they have actually filmed a lot of scenes over in Jordan, specifically Wadi Rum, which by the way was the original location that they were going to shoot at for The Force Awakens for the planet of Jakku, leads me to believe that we are going back to Jakku in Episode 9. As far as the woman in the white dress inside of this tent next to a younger Rey, it does sound like her mother, since it is described that this actual character deeply resembles Rey, as well as the man that has the Palpatine and Snoke hologram, basically telling him more about these Sith artifacts and relics. Now, is her father a Jedi? I don't think so. I think he's more around the lines of a Lor San Tekka type of character. he could very well be a part of the Church of the Force. Why were they filming over in Jordan? That's a huge mystery for sure, because I think that the top 3 possibilities is that we're going back to Tatooine, Jeddah, or quite possibly even Jakku. And Jakku would be the obvious choice now, and would fit in with, you know, the running line in The Force Awakens where Finn says, why does everybody want to go back to Jakku? Or when Luke Skywalker's talking to Rey, you know, where you from, Rey? And she says, Jakku, and he says, alright, that's really nowhere. You know, all these little jokes here and there about Jakku, it seems like they're just trying to build it up for us to go to a different part of the planet where we do get to see a different side of it all. And that could very well tell us a different story about Rey's past and her parents. So let me know what you guys think about this overall, and how her parents seem to have a link between, of course, Emperor Palpatine and Supreme Leader Snoke. A very interesting thing indeed. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.